Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro everyday, and today we're continuing where we left off with the red deck. Ultimately our goal is to figure out, what's going to be the basic technology that enables these really high scoring runs, these really long endless runs. And so the previous video was focused on, what should we be doing in the early game to set ourselves up for success in the future, right? So the focus was on, managing our money, managing our economy, setting our resources up for later. With the deck manipulation here, we were focused on playing the low straights for superposition as like a tarot card generator, generating money, generating value, tarot cards for the deck manipulation, leveraging those tarot cards to give me a lot of kings of hearts we ended up going for. And so if we go to the collection here, at the beginning of the run, I don't know exactly what jokers I'm going to get, but there are some possibilities. One possibility is getting the Baron times 1.5 mult for every king held in hand. And so maybe if I have to pick a card to focus on, maybe we should be focusing on kings. But maybe we don't get the Baron, maybe something else that we can do instead. Maybe the Bloodstone gives us times mult when we play, instead of holding in hand when we play hearts. And so, between the four of these, if I have to pick a suit, probably hearts is going to be the most powerful as an option here. So we go for kings of hearts. And then we're kind of leaving ourselves open to different possibilities. What we ended up getting, we ended up getting the Idol. Idol gives us, every round it's going to pick a card, and then that card we get ×2 when we play it. And so if we play a flush 5, if we play 5 of the same card, we can get those repeated ×2s. If we play the kings, we can get, the repeated ×2s for Sock and Buskin here, and then that's how we're getting our, exponential levels of power. Brainstorm able to either copy Idol or copy Sock and Buskin here. And so the next phase here, the way the Idol works is it picks a random card in your deck. And so what we need to do is anything that's not a King of Hearts, we need to remove. And then that way the Idol can only pick Kings of Hearts, and then we'll stabilize our scoring that way. So like currently we have leveled up straights. That's what's been carrying us up until this point. We're able to score, 1.5 million points with just leveled up straights. And then we want to be still focusing on transitioning towards being able to play flush 5s. The flush 5 we play right now is not going to be enough points. It's not leveled up high enough. We don't have any like glass kings, for example. So let's continue working on our deck manipulation. Before I go into the shop here, I got a Saturn card from a blue seal, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then go next here. Alright, so as like another scoring option here, baseball card times 1.5, that is this repeated X mult, but you're sort of limited. You can't have that many uncommons, so that's not the kind of thing that we're looking for. We already have the scoring technology we need. We already have, maybe I'm using gift card right now to build up sell value in case we get the Temperance Tarot card, giving us a huge source of money. Eventually, I'm going to be switching gift card for something else. And then also I'm using this invisible joker to maybe copy one of my scoring jokers. So let's see here. First thing that I'm interested in, of course, the reroll surplus voucher is going to be very important for us. We're planning on spending between $50 and $100 every shop on rerolls, and so having the discounted rerolls, that's going to be huge. I'm interested in every booster pack that we can. So buffoon packs, I'm looking for blueprint mostly. Dusk would also be okay. Baron maybe. So we just don't need any of this. We can, we don't need Card Sharp, we don't need Golden Joker. And now it's very, very limited, the things that we're actually looking for, and that's okay. Before I open the Arcana pack, what we do is we re-roll for tarot cards first, and that way if there's some tarot cards, we can use it in the Arcana pack. Cloud9 doesn't do anything for us. Faceless Joker. At some point I am going to replace the gift card with another, potentially like a money generator, and like Faceless Joker could be an option since we have all these kings. But for right now, I'm going to keep holding on the gift card maybe like 3 more rounds. I want to get Idol, Sock and Buskin, Brainstorm. I want to get all of these above $10. And then that way, even after I sell this, I still have $50 temperances maxed out. Let's keep rolling here. Troubadour, no. Saturn. We'll pick it up. We already have level 32 straights. We've already used 31 Saturn cards, and so each additional Saturn card as a percentage of what we're currently doing, not that much higher than what we're currently doing, right? So we don't need Saturn cards that much, but also we have here the vouchers. We have the hieroglyph and petroglyph giving us -1 hand and discard, but we also have the extra hands here from grabber and nacho tong. Telescope currently giving us straights, and okay, we got the extra hand size, crystal ball for the extra consumable slot. Here, discounted cards. So what I was going to say is, since Saturn only costs us $2, might as well do it. Though later on what we're doing is we're planning on leveling up Flush 5. We're planning on, maybe leveling up High card in case we get the Baron in the future. Still possible. Mercury we don't need. Runner, skip. Juggler, skip. Emperor is great. Death card is huge. Death is what we're looking for. Also with these kings, I have a polychrome card here, and I want to get all kings of hearts. I need to turn this polychrome card into a king of hearts, which is difficult but not impossible. I'm looking for strength cards. I'm also looking potentially for these death cards, full copying death here, so that I can make extra kings of hearts. So now that I have these, I'm going to open the Arcana pack. So I have a Steel King. I can make copies of the Steel King. So here, to win each round, I only need 1 straight, and currently I have a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 straight. I don't need the ace. I don't need this many 4s. I can remove a 4, I can remove some 3s, I can remove some 2s. So here, this 2 I can turn into a king. Now with this Fool card, we get another death. And I said I don't need the ace. So maybe what I can do is I can turn the ace into a king. So another consideration here, the reason why I have these stone cards is because the idol skips the stone cards. It can't land on a stone card, and so that's the same as removing a card from the deck. So having the stone cards is not bad, whereas having this ace I want to remove. Let's go ahead and do that. And then use the Emperor for looking for a Fool, looking for death. There's the Fool. Unfortunately, right now it'll give me another Emperor card, which is not what I want. Not necessarily what I want. Star we don't need. I'm not gonna reroll anymore. I want to save my money for interest. I want to save my money for a future shop here. Maybe I can reroll one more time. Okay. Hallucination might be something that I want in the future, but not right now. Let's just go next. So we're still going to play a straight. That's the plan. I have this Polychrome 5. Yeah, what we want to do, we want to find the straight. That's it. So let's get rid of the queen here. I could play this 4 of a kind rather than discard. I want to save my discards for purple seals. Maybe we'll do that. We only have 28 cards in the deck, and so we got pretty good, almost perfect draws. Not actually perfect, but almost perfect draws. Tower card. We can use a tower card. Like I said, turning something into stone is the same as removing it from the deck. So there's 2 of hearts I can turn into stone. Now I have only 1, 2 to make my straight. And let's try to get rid of some 3s as well. Do I want to use the Fool card for another stone card? I think the answer for me right now is no. We have the 5 of spades for the idol here for our straight. We don't need this 4 because we know we have another 4, but this 4 is lucky. So discard. Judgment we don't have room for, so I'm just going to sell it. This is our last purple card, so now we can discard. I'm trying to draw the 6 for my straight. I don't need this many 3s. Alright, so we do pick up the 6 here. Maybe what I can do with the 4, I can turn it into glass as a way, you know, I'm hoping it will break. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's my straight. And I'll use Brainstorm to copy the idol for another ×2 here. Okay, next we've got idol on King of Clubs. Ah, awkward. Not the right king. Question, do I want to use the invisible joker right now? I think the answer for me is not yet. I don't need to use this yet. I want to keep doing this. When we replace the gift card, when we sell the gift card, we can sell the invisible joker and then use it. So let's just keep going next. All right, here, heiress card for the flush 5. Now do I want to use the Fool to give me another heiress card rather than, you know, like a death or a hangman card with the Fool? I think I'm going to be a little bit patient here. You know, long term we can get a lot of flush 5 cards. You know, it's not going to happen immediately, but we are trying to play for a long time. And so long term I can get the planet cards. I'd rather hold the Fool for copying tarot cards. Before we open the celestial packs, let's re-roll here. Looking for planet cards in the shop. I think plutonium, we take plutonium. You know, still possibility that we get the Baron. Reroll one more time. Venus here, we've got a cola. Venus cost me $2 and I can sell it for $1. I'm gonna reroll one more time. Devil, I could make a gold king, maybe. And reroll one more time. Okay, I'm going to stop here. What I was looking for, you know, planet cards in the shop, because as long as your planet cards you're holding on to are planet cards in the shop, you can't get duplicates. So blocking the duplicates from the celestial packs. We do have the telescope. Telescope means we always get Saturn in the first slot here. That's our most played hand. I'm looking for heiress for flush 5s, but I guess I'll keep taking Saturn cards for now. We explained this in the last one, how you get like diminishing returns on the planet cards. You know, the higher level you are, the less impactful each additional one is. And so rather than continuing to level up my straights, I'm going to level up my flush 5s here. And then also later on, I don't necessarily need like a very high level. I don't necessarily need a lot of planet cards. I just need enough planet cards to be impactful. I'm going to sell Venus here. I'm going to try to get the money in the next round. Idols on kings. King of clubs. Okay, go next. So let's we want to play the straight because the straight's going to be our highest scoring hand. Now with the 2 glass cards, we know the straight is going to be perfectly fine even without the idol. So maybe what we can do, maybe we can just play the kings to get them out of our hand. And then as an experiment here, we can just see our flush 5 is 15,000 points. So how many ×2s does it take to get from 15,000 points to 200,000 points? Maybe, you know, if we go 2 ×2s is 60,000, and then another ×2, 120,000, and another ×2. So we only need 4 ×2s. So with Sock My Buskin here, maybe we just need 2 glass cards, 2 glass kings, and then that'll be enough points. I want to discard 4 tarot cards. So let's discard the stone cards. Let's try to hold on to these 3s for the money. And I guess we don't need these kings. Star we don't need. How about, I don't need this 3 if I have the other 3. I have the glass 4 that I'm trying to dig for. And I'm trying to get the 2 as well. Maybe I'll throw away these kings. I want to save my discards for the purple seal, so I'm just going to play these 2. Okay, we get a purple seal here that we can discard. We get a queen. 5 cards left in the deck. More star that we don't need. We have 1 more purple seal, so I'm going to play the 2 kings. So I guess we play the stone card, discard the purple seal. We get another steel card. Okay, at this point I think what we're going to do, I am going to play this version of the straight, and then the question is, like, with the blue seal card, do I want to turn it into a blue gold card, or do I want to turn it into Derek here? And I think I want to go, let's go Derek. Okay, in that case, maybe we sell the devil card. I guess maybe we don't use it right away here. We could put the lucky cards first, but it doesn't matter. Okay, use the Saturn card. Another Saturn card. Okay. Looking here for temperance or death. We have a glass card. The idol says Kings of Hearts, and so now, you know, I don't need to play the straight. I don't need to use the glass cards. Though maybe playing the glass cards is good because then I can break the glass cards. Maybe what we should do, what we should think about, do I want to set up some glass kings? And then that way in the future, you know, idol is on King of Hearts for now, which is great, but I only have 12 kings in the deck and only 11 of them are hearts. And so if it lands on something that's not King of Hearts, you know, it's like 50-50 right now, then maybe I need the glass cards to help me just survive. So I think that's what I want to do. And then I can use the Fool to give me another glass card in an emergency. Let's do that. Standard packs, I'm looking for red seals. If we don't get a red seal, we can just skip. We could reroll a little bit, but maybe not a lot. Photograph is actually very useful because, you know, the ×2 here we can re-trigger with Sock My Buskin, and so maybe now we're in a situation where we do use the Invisible Joker. We cash out our gift card here. Let's do that. Sell the gift card, sell the Invisible Joker. Copying Brainstorm, that's probably one of the better hits. And then now, I really don't care about my straights. Now let's smash all of these glass cards, just to remove them from the deck. See if there's something else that we can re-roll into. Seltzer, also pretty good. I don't think we need it. Let's just go next. Okay, so discarding the 1 purple card. We get a tower, so we can remove another card from the deck, essentially. Maybe we don't need the extra 3. We can remove. Discard another purple one. Alright, we can make a glass card. This is our last purple one right here. Yeah, what do we want to turn into glass? How about a glass 2? How about a glass 5? Maybe I'll turn this king into gold. Okay, there I can do the glass 2. Use the Emperor. Okay, I have another gold card. I can spin the wheel if I want. Foil doesn't really matter. Let's play the stone card. Maybe what we can do, instead of playing the glass cards, since we do have the blue seal, maybe we play the flush 5 for the idol. Or sorry, for the blue seal. Maybe we should do that. I am going to leverage this boss here by playing, you know, just one card at a time. I can draw through the rest of my deck and then get more gold cards for more money. Maybe I should be playing individually, I should be playing the glass cards to try to break them. Maybe one more time here, play the glass 4. Okay, if I do want to play the kings, okay, we can go King of Hearts here as a gold card. And I'm going to play all the steel ones because I know that I don't need the points. I'm not worried about optimizing the scoring here because I already know that it's going to be enough points. I mean, that's already E14. As long as the idol stays on kings, and you know, we can do glass cards and score even higher in the future. For, you know, the blinds here, E14 is enough for us to clear ante 14. We said in the last video, the different, you know, E13, E14, what it means is 10 to the 13th power, 10 to the 16th power. So that's how many digits. So this is 29 trillion points here. Ante 15, this is 77, I don't know, but it's 16 digits. All right, so this is like 100 trillion or something like that. I don't know, let's go next. Let's use Eris first. There's a chance that there's an Eris card in the shop and I don't want to block the duplicate from spawning. I want to open these Celestial packs. I don't want the Planet Merchant. I want to have, you know, more Jokers in the shop so that I can find my blueprint, maybe. Find Dusk, maybe. Eris card here. Celestial pack looking for another Eris card. Maybe we'll take Saturn instead. Alright, now I'm looking for a Death card. I'm looking for Hangman. I'm looking for Temperance for the money. Judgment we don't need. Emperor, Temperance. No Temperance, but we do get a Sun, and so we can turn this king, the last king, into hearts. That's actually great. We should stop re-rolling there. Like I said, we're not making that much money per round right now. Most of our money is coming from the purple seals, the tarot cards, and we haven't hit Temperance in a while. Alright, the boss says cards drawn face down after played is not going to be a big deal at all. So let's just go next. Alright, let's try to play the kings so that we can get the blue seal value. Let's also try to play the glass cards so that we can break them. So let's go smash. Nice. More glass cards. I'm going to discard first. So maybe discard this purple seal. Purple seal for Hangman. Great. So with Hangman, now I can, you know, remove more of these bad cards. What do I have left on the deck? I have a 4 and a 3 that I can target with the Hangman. I don't want to remove the stone cards because the stone cards already count as removed, basically. So how about this? Do I want to play these glass cards? Yeah, why not? So I'll play a glass 6 and I'll play the stone card here. That way we can smash. Okay, 5 and a 3 we can remove. I'm committing, I'm not able to play straights anymore. But even if I don't play the straight, I can still get 500,000 with just Sock My Buskin and the photograph here. Also blueprints, or brainstorms helping me out. I'm going to discard once here. We're going to keep the blue seal in hand. I guess we keep the queen in case we draw a strength card. Maybe we throw the queen away. Devil for more gold cards. So with the sun here making hearts, I think what I want to do, king 5 and 2, I guess I'll make them all hearts. I want to turn the polychrome card into hearts because it's going to turn into a king in the future. Alright, now we can discard again. I have 4 cards left in the deck. This is my last purple seal. Okay. Another sun card. I can turn these diamonds into hearts, but it's not going to matter because I'm just going to remove them from the deck anyway. So let's play the glass too so that we can smash. Nice. Left over in the deck, I have the 4. I have a gold king. I need to play 5, so I already have enough gold. I guess I could have used the fool to copy the hangman. I should have used the fool to copy the hangman. That's it. We're going to get punished for that because now the idol's going to land on one of our non-kings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is kind of a lot of bad hits, to be honest. We're going to get punished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play the kings. Idol on King of Hearts. Never punished. Let's go next. Chariot for another steel card we don't really need. Let's look for a red seal. Skip. Arcana pack. Maybe we reroll first. Another devil for another gold card. I guess. Nah, let's just open the Arcana pack. So it's a jumbo, and currently there's a sun and a devil blocking duplicates. Now we get Temperance. We can use Fool to copy Temperance. Rewarded. Rewarded for holding on to the Fool. Yeah, I don't need to use the sun, so we'll just take the money. Now we can re-roll a little bit more, and I think I do want to do that. I'm still looking for blueprint. I'm looking for tarot cards for the deck manipulation. Polychrome Campfire. Beautiful, of course. Pass. Stone card. Stone card equals card removal, so we'll take that. I'll re-roll one more time, and then that's it. Because, you know, we got $100 right now from the Temperance with the Fool, but in the future, you know, generally our money generation is not that great, so let's, you know, re-rolls get more and more expensive the more time we spam them, so it's best to spread them out between multiple shops. Okay, 4 into stone is pretty good. Actually, what I want to do is I want to turn this purple 5 into stone. That way I can keep the purple cards, and then the 4 I'll just remove straight up. So let's discard the purple here. Maybe discard 2 kings. We don't need that many kings. Alright, there's another purple seal. We want to keep the blue seal in hand. We can smash the 6. Maybe, at least we tried. King I'll discard, purple seal will discard. Magician. Okay, I can turn this purple card into stone. Cool. And then now if I get a death card, I can copy these stone cards and get more purple seals. Generally what I suggest is, you know, in the beginning, use your death cards to copy purple seals. Having more purple seals in the beginning is going to give you overall, over a long period of time, it'll catch up, right? It's an investment. It's going to build, you know, dividends. All right, so let's discard the purple seal, hoping for a hangman. Spades, not what we're looking for. I guess if you wanted to, you could make it nice here and you can turn the 4 into hearts. And then now we have all hearts, I guess. Except for this stone card underneath here, under the hood, it's something that's not hearts. It's a 5 of diamonds. Okay, I have the kings. We get rid of the queen here. I want to dig for my gold card so that I can get some money. I could make this queen into a lucky card. Maybe we'll make a lucky king. Sure, why not? All right, wait a second. Stone card. Give me a different king. Give me a king. 3 cards left in the deck. All I need is just any king. There we go. Now I can play the steel kings and I can get the money. We could put the lucky card in the front, but it doesn't really matter. Idol says 5 of hearts is pretty stinky, but like I said, with Sock My Buskin here, copy with Brainstorm, with Photograph, we have this Glass King. We have plenty of points, so I'll use Eris here, now level 10, and then go next. Okay, Uranus here. We do have some money for re-rolling, and so what I like to do when I have re-roll money, which is not all the time, but when I have re-roll money, let's buy the planet card before we open the Celestial pack. Standard pack doesn't give me a red seal, so we'll just keep going here. Judgment we don't need, we don't have room. Bus we don't need. Emperor. Yeah, so sell the world, use the Emperor, looking for Temperance. Temperance for 50 bucks. And re-roll. Chariot, steel cards we don't really need. Mars here. Okay, so we've got Uranus, we got Mars. Now we open the Celestial pack, now that we can block the duplicates here. And then we get the Eris card. And also Plutonium if you want it. Now there is a consideration for, you know, if we do pick up the Burnt Joker, we can use 2 copies of Brainstorm. We can get 3 levels in 1 round. And with this many kings, I can discard a full set of 5 kings and still draw 5 different kings. Like that could be particularly powerful. But maybe if the idol is going to give me non-kings and I need the Photograph in order to score, then maybe I can't afford the Joker slot for the Burnt Joker, so I think it's too late for the Burnt Joker. I think also, you know, with our Flush 5 already at level 10, you know, having the extra 3 levels per round maybe isn't super impactful. Honestly, not that impactful. So I'm going to save my reroll money for after we beat the boss. The next shop will have a voucher. We could buy more booster packs. Let's go next. If we are going to go next, now we drop Uranus here. Okay, so I want to discard my purple seal so I can get my tarot cards. I'm trying to remove the last of my non-kings. I can probably get away with discarding 2 kings here. Star is not what I'm looking for. Let's play the queen here, the lucky card. If I do this, I'm going to get a face down card, which maybe is not what I like to happen. Let's Sock My Buskin here on the lucky card. Okay, so we do get some face down cards. Maybe we discard them. Looking for some tarot cards. We get a moon that we don't need. We can play a stone card. In the deck, maybe I have 1 more purple seal left. I'm looking for the Glass King potentially. Like I might need the Glass King. So let's actually just discard the 4 here. Discard these kings. Okay, we get a Glass 6. 1 more king left in the deck. And it's gotta be the glass one. That's the only one that's left over. So we play the 6. And then that way we can smash. Okay, so I know this is a king, and I know it has to be a glass king. So we can play all these steel ones. We can put the glass one in front. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll put the lucky one in front. I want Brainstorms on Sock My Buskin here. Probably. Or do I want it on the Photograph here? I think because I have the glass card, it might not matter. let's see here. So here's the way that you calculate it. Here's the way that you think about it. So assuming that I have no jokers, right? I have all of these 5 kings. I have the 1 glass card gives me a ×2. I have the photograph gives me ×2. So that's just 2 ×2s, right? Now if I add sock my buskin here, I've got another ×2 from the photograph. I have another ×2 from my glass card. So that's 4 ×2s total. Now the question is, like, where should I place my brainstorms? If I use brainstorm copying sock my buskin, then that's going to be another 2 ×2s, right? That's going to be another ×4 coming from glass with photograph. Or if I use brainstorm to copy the photograph, that ×2 from the brainstorm gets copied by, you know, the card itself, and then sock my buskin on top of that. And so that's whether I use brainstorm copying sock my buskin or brainstorm copying photograph, it comes out the same either way. Then with my last copy of brainstorm, so probably what you want to do is go brainstorm on one or the other. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's see here. If I've got, so 1, sock my buskin is 2, brainstorm is 3. So with 3 activations on photograph, so 3 activations on photograph with glass, and then brainstorm copying photograph is another ×2, gives me 3 activations, compared to if I go 4 activations. I think copying sock my buskin is better because we have the glass card, so let's do that. Photograph is only on 1 card, so let's do that. Okay, 10 million points. So, you know, should be good for the next ante. We need 7 million. Of course, if the idol is on King of Hearts, then that's way better. So now, Arcana packs. Before we open the Arcana packs, we should re-roll in the shop. Question is, do we want this Tarot Merchant now? As far as like getting jokers, we kind of have it already, basically. And so maybe it's not that bad if we pick up the extra tarot cards. So let's re-roll here, looking for tarot cards like Death and an Emperor here. Let's use the Emperor first. Gives us Hermit and a Death card. I'm going to re-roll again for more tarot cards. Another Emperor. Let's use it again. Emperor gives me Fool, so I could go Death, Fool here. Let's do that. So now that I have both of these, I am going to use the Arcana pack. Hanged Man is also very good. So what's gonna be the play here? So currently, if I do want to score 10 million points, I can do that with just the 1 glass card. I think what I want to do, I want to turn these stones into kings, and then that way it makes it more likely for the idol to land on kings. But also I kind of want to have more purple seals, to be honest. So maybe what I'm supposed to do, complicated. Is 3 purple seals going to be enough? It's not great. Honestly, it's not great. Let's make the extra kings anyway. When this polychrome card becomes a King of Hearts, then we can worry about, you know, making extra purple seals. Maybe what I'm looking for instead of death cards with the Fool, maybe what I'm looking for are strength cards so that I can get there faster. Probably that's what we should be focusing on. Let's use the death card not to make a steel king, but to make a glass king. Because I might need it if idol lands on the wrong thing. Do I want to use the Hangman for the card removal? You know, maybe I can remove this queen here. Maybe. Sure. I can use the Fool to copy the Hangman on these other things here, or I can make a death card. I want to copy strength, so we'll use the Hangman here, and then I'm gonna hold on to the Fool in case I get a strength card. Let's reroll. Star and Sun doesn't matter. Empress and Chariot. 4 Fienders we don't need. Okay, we have expensive rerolls now, so maybe we open the second Arcana pack. We didn't get a strength card. Should I use the Fool for the Hangman now? Yeah, because I can just get rid of this 4 and this 3, and then I only have the 1 non-king, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think that's what I want to do. I don't have to use it here. I don't have to use it now. Do I want to change any of these other things here? Any of my other kings? I think not. So I'm just going to skip and go next. Alright, once I have idle guaranteed King of Hearts, then I don't need the photograph anymore. I can replace the photograph with some kind of money generator. I would like to get more value generators. We don't need these glass kings right now. We can discard this 1 purple seal. Devil, we don't need. Discard the purple seal again. I'm not going to remove the stone cards because stone cards you can hold on to in case you get a death card. But I will throw away these kings. Hermit, sure. There's the 4 that I wanted to target with the Hangman. I have 4 cards left in the deck. I'm looking for this 3 that I can remove. So maybe I have, 5 hands or whatever it is. So I'll just discard. Temperance, huge. I don't have to use it right away. Let's play the king. Play the stone card. 3 and 4 removed, and then after doing that, now use the temperance for the money. Perfect. I could copy the idol here. I actually am going to copy Sock My Buskin here for the lucky card. We have a better chance of getting the money. And ship it. Okay, I don't have to find the strength cards right away, but there is a, like 1 in 14 chance that the idol lands on the 5, and 1 in 14 is not 0. It's actually like a pretty much, pretty far from 0, so dangerous, dubious. Look for a red seal here. Red seal 4. I did say red seal, maybe I should have been more specific. In a standard pack, I said this in the last video, but like every individual card has a 20% chance of having a seal, and all of the 4 seals are equally likely, so you have pretty good chances of getting, if I open 3 cards, pretty good chances of getting just any seal. Possibility of getting red seals, purple seals, blue seals. I think I can do better than this. I think, already we have the 5, which is going to turn into a king. And so maybe I don't need this red seal. I can get a different red seal that's going to be closer to becoming a king. So I think I'm going to skip here. Before we open the Arcana pack, let's re-roll 4 tarot cards. I'm not going to spin the wheel. The last card that we used was Temperance. So if I get a Fool, I want to get the money. Jumbo Arcana pack has a 1 in 4 chance of giving you a Fool, which is like pretty high chance. Lovers here. Business card. So I could consider this. I could consider, instead of the photograph, we can Sock My Buskin on the business card for the money. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, what's the boss? Boss says we lose $1. Rude. Magician for lucky cards. Maybe instead of these steel cards, I can make them lucky with the retriggers. Let's do that. Emperor. Yeah, I'll pick up the Emperor here. We don't need the Devil, use the Emperor here. Chariot Star, we don't need those either. 4 Fienders again, reroll. Okay, Faceless Joker, maybe. Is that going to be more money than I might get from the business card? Business card is $1 per card on average. Then, you know, with Sock My Buskin, with Brainstorms here, then $4 per card, $20 per round, compared to Faceless Joker, if I'm copying it with the Brainstorms, 1 discard is $15, 2 discards is $30. Like, that's more, that's better than the business card, but I have to discard 6 kings to do that, which is not hard, it looks like. Yeah, maybe we do that. And let's save the rest of our money for the next shop rerolls when we reset the reroll cost. Or we just get Temperance and then we can keep going. It was really nice that the Invisible Joker hit our Brainstorm, because our Brainstorm has, because of the gift card, sells for $17. They both sell for $17. It's an exact copy from the Invisible Joker. That was really nice. That was really lucky. So I think what we're going to do is these kings, we make lucky. And then we take the money. Is there anything else that we want to do? These tarot cards I don't care about. We take the money. I'll reroll one more time because we did get the money. Okay, so we could get the Giga Chad here, helping us score more points. We don't need it because we already have Sock My Buskin. Let's go next. So we want to copy Faceless Joker. We want to discard, you know, steel cards. Maybe discard the glass card we don't need. Discard the purple seals. We have Wheel and Hierophant. I think we don't use either of those. Like I said, we just use Temperance, and we want to try to get our Temperance equity. Discarding these gold kings, we lose a little bit of money. Is a little bit sad, but I think that's okay if we're going to get the, you know, $15 per card. Wait, it's $15 per card? No, it's just $15 total. Sorry, the mail-in rebate is similar. You get money for discarding. Mail-in rebate is much more powerful than this. All right, we have one more discard. We have one more king left in the deck. So if I'm looking at 6, 7 kings, discard 3, that's not enough kings. So unfortunately we don't get to get the Faceless money anymore, but we can discard the purple seal here. Strength is actually what I'm looking for. It'll take time, but we'll get there eventually. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna copy Sock My Buskin here so we can try to get the extra money. Yeah, do we have 10 million points? We got 10 million points. As long as we hit the idol. If you want to score more points, you should actually, you know, copy the idol with the Brainstorm. But we don't need to score more points, we just need to score enough points. And that's like generally the idea most of the time. I'm going to copy the Faceless Joker. We're going to look for a red seal here. We have a king that we don't need. Before we open the card pack, now we've got money. So now here's the thing. We've gotten to the point where Idol does the scoring. We have an extra slot for money. And so we can start re-rolling more aggressively. 6 Sense Seance we don't need. Senor Huesos. Take care, my friend. Alright, we get a negative Mad Joker. So here's the thing also, you know, once you get to the point where you have the money, you know, hundreds of dollars per round that you can re-roll, each individual Joker card has like a 1/3 of 1%, so 0.3% chance of becoming negative. Well, if you just re-roll enough times, if you just see enough jokers, you'll get natural negatives. You can get, you know, between like 12 and 15 jokers just naturally from negatives. To the moon, these things that we can't copy with brainstorm are useless to us. Temperance for 50 bucks here. I'm going to pick up the lovers so that I can block duplicate tarot cards. Judgment moon, you know, all of these 5 here we don't want, so maybe now we open the Arcana pack. Or should I re-roll for the good stuff, and then that way I can use it inside the Arcana pack? I'll just use the Arcana pack. So Fool for Temperance, or we can use a Strength card. So the question is a Strength card worth 50 bucks? How badly do we want the Strength card? How badly do we want the money? What am I using the money for anyway? I'm just re-rolling in the shop to find Strength cards anyway. But I guess I'm also looking for Death cards. I'm also looking for... No, I think that's it, just Death cards. I'm looking for possibly Baron, maybe not Baron. Maybe if we have Sock and Buskin and Idol, now we don't need the Baron anymore. Maybe what I'm looking for, Blueprint. And so I guess we rather take the money. So if we are going to take the money, we sell the lovers here. Use the Fool. If that's the case, what we can do is we can spin the wheel first and then use Temperance after. Alright, now I got $200. So we can re-roll a little bit more. Maybe we'll pick up more tarot cards to block duplicates. Northern Lion we don't need because our brainstorms already sell for $17. That's the main reason you take the egg, is because of Temperance. Alright, $15 rerolls we should stop. Save our money for, you know, rerolls on the next shop. You know, about 10 to 15 rerolls per shop. We said this boss is the one that takes our money away. That's rude. Alright, we discard glass, we discard steel, and we discard purples. So we can get rid of the moon here. Lovers we don't need. Discard stones, discard this king. I want to play the lucky cards, so I guess I'm going to discard the gold cards. And then get the Faceless Joker money. Temperance for another 50 bucks here. So, you know, these purple seals really paying off. Finally. We said 6 plus 1 more kings is 7 kings. So I don't have enough to discard here. That's okay. I guess I'll just discard these. Discard the purple card. I could make more lucky kings for the money. I'll make 1 lucky king here. We did just use Temperance, and I do want the Temperance money, but I have Heiress cards coming up, so I guess I'm okay with using the Magician here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copying Sock My Buskin here for the money, not for the scoring. Idol's still on King of Hearts. Use Heiress. Copy Faceless Joker, go next. So in the next ante, now we're currently in ante 12, so we're good scoring wise. We just do the same hand. Seed money is great. Seed money currently is only like $5 per round, an extra $5 per round, but it's $5 per round that doesn't take up a Joker slot, so sure, why not? Before we open these Celestial packs, we've got our high card is creeping up there. Our Telescope, you know, otherwise is just going to give us a Saturn card. We want Flush 5, we want Heiress, so before we open these Celestial packs, let's look for duplicates in the shop. 500 chips from the Bull is not what we need. Glass cards, we can make a glass card to help us, you know, like in case of emergencies, like I said. You know, if the idol does land on the 6 for 1 round, then what you can do is you can just play the glass cards, and that's equivalent. That's the same as having the ×2s from the idol. So we'll do that. All right, we said business card was weaker than Faceless Joker. Wheel we don't need. I guess we could use it. So I guess here's a consideration. You know, when you use ectoplasm, ectoplasm is the spectral card that gives you negatives. If you can't change the addition of a card, you can't change the addition of a joker. So if this is already foil, this can't turn into negative if this is already holographic. And so when you spin the wheel, if these turn into polychrome, then they can't become negative. And the thing that I want negative, you know, brainstorm or possibly sock my buskin here. So I'm not going to use any more wheels, leaving these as, you know, possibly negatives in the future. Let's keep re-rolling in the shop here. We get Hermit. We could pick up the Cola here for a double tag. I don't think it's worth removing our Faceless Joker here, so let's just keep re-rolling. I don't think we need more lucky cards. Temperance for 50 bucks. Okay, what I'm going to do now, since I have the Temperance here, I'm going to open the Celestial packs, and then that way I can use the Temperance after. We want to use the Temperance after in case we hit a Fool. We'll pick up the Plutonium here. Eris for our flush 5. Use the Temperance after. So there is a consideration for sometimes you just skip the Spectral pack. You know, naively, when you're new to the game, it's like, oh, you know, you just take anything, it's free, right? Like, why would you skip? You can skip to just in case you get a Fool. They don't come up all the time, but they do come up enough of the time that it's worth it to. Also, like the Planet card, if I leveled up like my 3 of a kind or my 4 of a kind, it's not going to matter. Let's go keep re-rolling. Wheel again we don't need. Gelato we don't need this late. Hermit for another 20 bucks. Must play 5 cards for this boss. Hermit for another 20 bucks. Alright, $16 rerolls. Probably we should pass. Let's go next. Okay, so an extra steel card I'm going to turn into glass, and then that way I can discard it. Discard these 2 purple ones for the money. Death card. Okay, so now do I want more kings or do I want more purple seals? Now I feel good about making more purple seals. So we'll get more tarot cards. That could be more money. I can discard the 3 kings here. Alright, Magician. Let's use the Emperor. Hangman or Fool for an Emperor. I'm going to hold on to the Fool, you know, for another Temperance card or for another Death card to make another purple card. Possibly a Strength card. Hangman we don't need. Hangman we don't need anymore. I already have, you know, for the purposes of the idol, stone is already card removal. I want to keep the stones so that I can use Death cards. I don't need to sell the Chariot. Yeah, let's find that king. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And ship it. Cool. Use the Eris card. Go next. Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune here. Let's try these standard packs. Looking for red seals. Red seal 6, purple king. Purple king is huge. Rather than copying these stone cards, I can copy the purple king. We'll get a better red seal in the future. Mega standard, looking for a red seal again. Skip. Okay, so now I just want death for my purple king. That's huge. Huge. Okay. Tower. Photograph. keep rolling here. Idle still on kings, just checking. I guess I could hold on to the tarot cards while I'm re-rolling here. Alright, there's a death card that I can copy with my fool. Alright, so you know this question of like, let's say I get a hermit, or let's say I had temperance, right? Do I use a fool to get $50 from temperance, or do I make an extra copy of a death card here? And like short term, you know, if I only had like 3 rounds left, if I only had like 1 ante, probably the $50 is better. But long term, if I'm surviving for 9 more rounds, having the extra purple is better than just having the raw 50 bucks. All right, let's keep rolling. Maybe these are the cards that I want. I've got steel cards. I'm trying to think. If I do copy this purple seal, I want to use maybe a chariot card to turn into steel before I use death on it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I do have money, so I might as well re-roll. Lovers we don't need. Still looking for a blueprint, mostly. I'm going to roll down to $15 re-rolls. Star we don't need. Alright, hallucination for more tarot card generation, or we could just take the raw money from the Faceless Joker. I just want the money from the Faceless Joker. So let's go next. I'm looking for the purple seal to copy. That's it. So stones and glass we discard for the Faceless. Drew some purple seals. That's kind of awkward. That's not what I was looking for. Maybe I sell the chariot. Discard 1 purple seal. Maybe we can discard this blue card. I don't need the Eris card that bad, so I'm going to discard the blue card. There's the purple seal king. I guess another thing that's awkward is I don't have the stone cards to turn, but maybe that's okay. So I'm gonna turn a gold king into a purple king. Is that what I want to do? Probably. Use the fool for a death card. I'm actually going to hold on to the death card. Let's discard these 2 kings and the glass king here for the money. You know, now that I have an extra king in the deck. Cool. Empress we don't need. Priestess we don't need. But we can use it. Okay, and then sell. Okay, 2 cards left in the deck. So, you know, here's where if I want to start turning things with death cards, I need more cards on the deck. So no more hangman, no more hangman. What we want is more stone cards to add to the deck. What's left under the hood? We still have gold cards, so maybe we play 2, and then we can dig for our gold card. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, play the steel card for the money. Alright, no whammies. Idol, don't betray me. King of Hearts. Alright, Tower. We don't need. Celestial Packs. Let's reroll first. Maybe. Priestess. Yeah, let's use the Priestess. We could pick up some plutonium. Maybe. Temperance. Huge. Okay, now I am going to use the Celestial Packs and we'll use Temperance after. So, yeah, I guess we'll keep taking plutonium here. Always level up high card just in case you get the Baron. You know, it's pretty high payoff. Here's stuff I don't need. I don't know, you know, we'll take whatever. Maybe 3 of a kind. Or we could skip. Temperance after. Reroll. Uranus we don't need. We never needed. Keep rolling here. Temperance again. Really demonstrating the value of the gift card. I'm going to hold on to duplicate tarot cards. Fool for temperance. Perfect. We get temperance here. Considering whether or not we use the priestess. No, we can just skip. Oh, I should use the temperance though. So we'll use plutonium first. Temperance after. Reroll again. Strength. Huge. That's what I'm looking for. And a fool. $17 rerolls. Sure. I mean, if we're just gonna get money, might as well. Rebate. Huge. So rebate works like the idol. Every round it picks a random card in your deck. And so if I got a lot of kings, it's going to tell me kings. And this is not... Faceless Jokers, you get $5 for throwing away 3 cards. Mail-in rebate is $5 per card. $15 per king. Now I can afford $20 rerolls. Now, you know, if you want the mega endless technology, this is how you do it. You get the mega endless money from the rebate. So let's turn a stone card into a purple card. I'm going to hold on to the strength here. And we discard glass cards. I can actually discard gold cards. I want to make sure, how many kings do I have in the deck? So if I have, let's say I discard all of these, then I have 7 for a total of 10 kings in the deck. So I can discard 5 kings twice is what I can do. Except I can't play the glass cards, or I want to avoid playing the glass cards. That's okay. Let's ship it. Hopefully we get a death card and we get more purple kings. Huge. Wheel we don't use. In case we get a fool, we can copy our death card. Or maybe what we want to do here, we want to go strength on the 6, of course. We definitely discard these 3 stone cards. We could discard an extra stone card. We can discard one of these kings for the money. Nice. Hermit and temperance. 1 king left in the deck and it's glass. Okay, so let's discard these 4 kings here. I don't want to break the glass king. I want to save the king in case, you know, the idol lands on non-kings, of course. So we just do this. Alright, and then just like that, we got like $500 this round. Wait a second. I miscounted my kings. Maybe no smash? Maybe? Copying Sock My Buskin here so we can try to activate the lucky cards. Nice. Ooh, that hurt. It hurt. I felt that. Smash. Alright, level up our flush 5 and then go next. So let's do... Boss says no repeat hand types. That's okay. Magic trick you don't want, if you don't already know, the cards that it adds to the shop cannot have any enhancements. It's not like a standard pack. No enhancements. So we don't want magic trick. Though maybe there is a consideration for, you know, if we are spawning a bunch of death cards from our purple seals, I do maybe want to have extra cards in the deck. So standard packs, I'm looking for stone cards. If I don't get a stone card, I do have a king. I will add an extra king, and that king I can always use a death card to turn it into purple. Having an extra king to discard for the mail-in rebate. I want to be able to discard 15 kings, you know, with 3 discards and still have 5 kings left over. So I want to have 20 kings total in my deck, at least. That's the plan. So before we open the Arcana pack, we got 500 bucks here. We're looking for a blueprint. And so, you know, this is what I was saying earlier and then before in the previous video. If you manipulate your deck to have the value generating purple seals, you know, also getting all the value from the mail-in rebate, if you go super long into endless mode, you can just find whatever it is that you're looking for eventually. Do I want invisible joker? So if the thing that I want to do is like optimize my scoring, score as much as possible, what I want is another idol or another sock my buskin here, or brainstorm or blueprint. And so maybe what you do is you sell the rebate and you pick up invisible joker for the copy. Here's why I'm not going to do that. So what I want to be able to do, I want to be able to turn this polychrome 7 into a king, and the way that you do that is by getting a lot of tarot cards. And the way that you get a lot of tarot cards is, you know, primarily from the purple seals, but also you get it from just like re-rolling in the shop. And, you know, if I get a red seal from a standard pack, I want to be able to manipulate it into a king. And so rather than pick up this invisible joker, I'm just going to take the money from the rebate and look for a blueprint would be better. So let's just pass. Okay. Wheel we don't need. Also, if you end up in a situation where, like, let's say the boss says all of my face cards are debuffed, then you're in kind of like an emergency situation. It's like, okay, well, how do I beat the boss that says all my face cards are debuffed? Well, if I have enough money, I can get enough tarot cards to maybe like make a bunch of glass aces. And then even though the idol doesn't say aces, you know, I can still score enough points. By the way, how are we doing on score? 47 billion. I think we can still do with the same hand that we were doing before. I wasn't keeping track, to be honest. Maybe we'll play a glass card. Strength. Cool. Blueprint, just like I said. So now, do we sell the rebate for the blueprint? Like, that's the way that we score the most points? Or do we sell brainstorm for the blueprint? And that opens us up to the possibility, you know, maybe we get, I don't know. Do I ditch the money now? Like, what am I using the money for if not this exactly? Now I'm looking for spectral packs. I'm looking for ectoplasm. Otherwise, you know, scoring wise, now we're good. Now we're good. Money wise though, maybe we don't have enough money to reroll as much anymore, to be honest. Maybe that's okay. 7, we go strength. We can use hermit here and go next. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to discard purple cards. Discarding kings doesn't matter, but I do want to dig for my other purple cards, so I'm going to discard all of these kings. Temperance for more money. Steal I'm not going to do. Oh, I could go steal on my kings. Okay, 7 cards left in the deck. The glass ones we don't need. The glass ones we discard. Tower for stone we don't need. This king here, we can make it into steel. It's going to look awkward if we get a fool and we just use the chariot instead of the temperance, but that's okay. I have 2 more purple seals in the deck, so maybe I should dig for them. Maybe what I should do is I should play these kings. 3 cards left in the deck. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Discard all of this stuff. Okay. Wheel? Maybe we don't need. 1, 2, 3. Once again here I miscounted the kings. We ended up with the glass one. I could turn it into a wild card. That way it's not going to break on me. A little bit weird. Okay, and ship it. I guess I do want one more lucky card. Okay, idle on kings. So we've got 15 kings and the 1-8, so 1 out of 16 that the idol betrays us. Again, the odds are not 0. Okay, Spectral Pack looking for Ectoplasm. Do I want to reroll for tarot cards first? Maybe. Senor Huesos. Goodbye. Strength? Cool. Let's open the Spectral Pack. Okay, so we can get the red seal, but we don't have the polychrome card. That's very sad. Very unfortunate, to be completely honest. Do we make the red seal anyway? Or do we want to use Cryptid to get more purple kings? I think I'm going to make the red seal anyway. We can make a red gold card for the money, possibly, if we need it. Because we don't currently need it to help us score. We can just use the red seal for the extra money, maybe. Alright, before I open this jumbo pack. 6 cents? No. Chariot? No. Plutonium? Maybe. I guess I could take the chariot here. We don't need the stone card. We could take the chariot here. Ticket for money. We already had the mail-in rebate, which was like the best money generator. DNA, we definitely don't need. With just death cards, we're fine. So we just keep rolling here. I think $12 rerolls, maybe we don't. Maybe we save our money. Maybe we make extra glass cards again, just in case. I only have the 1 glass card in the deck. So how about sell the wheel, pick up Justice, and then Arcana pack. Okay, Temperance for 50, we want. Strength on the 8, now a 9, even closer to becoming a king, that's correct. I can make this king into steel, I guess. Maybe. I want to use the glass on a purple king because the purple king, those are the ones that we discard, right? We could reroll 2 more times. Okay, let's go next. Alright, so here a glass purple king, discard the kings and the stone cards. Okay, Hermit, yes. Emperor, maybe. Fool, unfortunate. Okay, we'll hold on to the Fool. We can discard these 2 kings. I have 8 cards left in the deck. I have 2 more purple seals left in the deck, so I want to try to draw my purple seals. I'm going to discard all of my kings. Empress, Star we don't need. I get the 2 purple seals. I discard the glass card. 3 cards left in the deck. Hermit, I could use the Fool for a Hermit, or we can try to do something better with the Fool. Let's try to do something better. I'm going to hold on to the red gold card for the money. I would, if I get, Temperance or Strength, I'd rather have Strength rather than Temperance so that I can Strength up by 9. Currently, it's a hot potato. If the idol lands on the 9, we're going to have a tough time. Hermit again is fine. Standard packs. I'm looking for stone cards. Here, yeah, a stone card. And then that way when we get death, we can turn the stone card into another king. I would like to have more kings in the deck. Priestess. Sure. And go next. Chariot. Nope. Go next. Temperance for 50 bucks. I will use the Fool for 50 bucks here. You know, giving us the re-rolling power. Stuntman we don't need. Gelato we don't need. Sun again we don't need. $17 rerolls. We've been getting a lot of temperance cards because we have all the purple seals, so maybe we can afford a little bit of expenditure here. I'm gonna keep re-rolling in case I get a Fool. Alright, now I will stop. No repeat hand types, no problem, boss. We can discard the purple seals. Maybe we hold on to the stone card in case we get a death. So let's discard these kings, the steel king. Fool for 50 bucks. I could use hangman. We don't want to remove any more cards. Good on cards. A little bit awkward, we didn't draw any of our purple seals in this hand. We have 4 more purple seals in the deck. So if I want to dig, maybe I play the stone card. There's 4 purple seals in the deck. What I can do is I can play these 2 kings and the stone card. Nice, we get the money. Okay, we can discard 1 purple and then try to draw the others. We have 5 cards left in the deck. I have 1 glass king and I have 2 purple, so I have effectively just 1 more king here. So maybe I don't want to discard too many kings. Maybe like this. We get a death card here. I can copy the purple king. That's huge. I can discard 3 and still have enough kings left over. Okay. We could play the glass king and then we would get $6 from the red gold card, but I'm gonna not destroy the king. I could use the magician to make more lucky cards, you know, for a chance at more money. Maybe that's the thing that we do, or at least that's a thing that we do. If we get a Fool card, Fool will currently copy Death. We're gonna get an Heiress card here anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna leave this as a red gold card. If I turn it lucky, I only get the 1 additional activation. Yeah, the way the red seals work with Sock My Buskin here, it's not multiplicative, it's additive. So 1 additional trigger, 1 additional trigger again. You know, rather than like extra trigger times extra triggers is not how it works. Idol says king. Cool. 1 in 17 chance we hit the 9. Gift card again. So here, liquidation, my brainstorm is $17 with the pickup liquidation. Now it goes down to $16. Okay, so that's not that bad. Blueprint, $2. These other things. So we still have $50 temperances, or we should, maybe $40 temperances. It's hard to tell. Standard pack's looking for stones. Do I want a blue king instead of this blue 9? I don't think we need that. You know, we already have level 21 flush 5s. We can skip here again. Okay, gift card we don't need, $600. We can afford to do some re-rolling. Pick up the priestess. Now everything, I buy it for $1, I sell it for $1. So I'll use the priestess here. Get heiress, and you know, we just buy things and replace them. Yeah, maybe some plutonium. Okay, Mars. What's the boss now? The boss says playing a straight sets my money to 0 because that's my most played hand, so we're safe. You know, a thing that you can do, something that you can think about often what I do is if I'm playing flush fives, I also level up 4 of a kind for exactly this situation, exactly this boss. I have my secondary hand leveled up. If I'm playing high card, I level up pairs also as my secondary hand. You know, because if you run into the psychic boss that we just had, the boss that says you have to play like 5 cards or something like that, you might want to have a backup hand leveled up instead of just your high card or whatever it is. But because we played lots of straights earlier, we're actually safe from this boss. I want to pick up the wheel so that I can get the, block the tarot cards. Golden ticket is money, but not as much money as mail-in rebate, which we had. All right, keep re-rolling here. We're looking for spectral packs. We're looking for death cards. We're looking for ectoplasm. We're looking for strength for our 9 so that we can turn it into a polychrome king. We do have the red seal king. So currently between the two of these, red seal is stronger than polychrome. Red seal giving us extra ×2s compared to polychrome giving us 1.5. So maybe actually this 9, rather than trying to turn it into a king, maybe I should just delete it actually. Though in the future there is the possibility that I get a red seal from a spectral pack and I can turn this polychrome card, into a red poly king. So I think it's worth it to hold on to it for that possibility. It's a rare possibility, but if we have enough rounds, if we have enough shops, we can get there eventually. $20 rerolls probably we don't do. And go next. People often ask me, how do I, if I have like a particularly stinky boss, how do we pivot around it? How do we transition into something else? The way that you do that is you stockpile money. You just got to get better at your Balatronomics game, to be honest. Sell all these, make room for the purple seals. Let's discard the kings. Hold on to these stone cards in case I want to use death on the stone cards. Or maybe we throw the stone cards, that way I can use death on the purple kings. Let's do that. Yeah, discard these 4. Do you want to discard 1 lucky card? Sure. I have extra lucky cards left over. Alright, I can make this purple gold. Discard the purple cards, discard the glass cards. I don't need this wild card. I guess I'll discard the steel card instead. Because the wild card I can always turn it into something else. Priestess, no heiress, so we sell. 3 cards left in the deck. So these 2 we're going to discard. I'm keeping the king. I'm discarding this king. There we go. 9 I can turn into stone. Let's not do that, because I want to keep strengthening it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now with the lucky cards for the money. How we're doing scoring wise, we should already have E14, right? Is that true? Maybe if I'm concerned about scoring, the way I can score more is by copying idol 1 time with the blueprint. Let's do that. Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe something to pay attention to, with the idol, 2 copies of the idol, 3 copies of Sock My Buskin here. We've got E17. E17 is enough for this ante 14, also ante 15, and then later on we're gonna need the red seals, but for now we're good. We don't need glass cards yet, we're good. So we do have a lot more survivability left in the tank. Buffoon packs, mostly I'm just looking for random negatives. I'm waiting until I get an ectoplasm, kind of. I'm looking for strength cards. So maybe here's what we want to do. As far as like shop re-rolling, mostly what I'm re-rolling for, not re-rolling for jokers, but re-rolling for tarot cards. I also just get the tarot cards from the purple seal, so maybe I don't need to be re-rolling in the shop. Maybe what we want to be doing, saving our re-rolls until we get the ectoplasm. When we get the ectoplasm, then we can re-roll. Maybe since they're cheap, we just like maybe 5 re-rolls. Dusk, we don't need. We already have enough scoring capability, or it would just replace what we currently have. Rebate for the money. Chariot we don't need. Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that. Just a couple of rerolls per shop, saving our money in case we need to do a hard pivot in the future. Maybe there's a boss we can't beat, we reroll for Luchador if we need it. Okay, let's get strength now finally. Discard these purple seals, discard some kings. Temperance for the money. Bank it for later. I'm going to hold on to this stone card in case I get a death card. Glass we discard, steel we don't need. 8 cards left in deck. I'll discard 1 gold card. One, two, three. 3 cards left in the deck. Okay, so let's use the priestess for Eris. Nice. And we know this is enough points. Eris, go next. Alright, let's go Celestial Pack, I guess. If we don't get Eris, we could just skip. Before I open the Arcana pack, let's reroll for more tarot cards in the shop. Death card, cool. And then now with the death card, we open the Arcana pack. Or reroll one more time looking for strength. Hangman we don't need. Okay, do I want to use the death card now and then just make a purple card? Or do I want to save the death card from my stone cards? I think it's fine just making a purple card now, so maybe, this king I can turn into purple. Is there something I want to turn into gold? Probably not. So let's use the Emperor here. Magician, we don't need these tarot cards. And we're gonna get the purple seals anyway, so I'll just sell all these and go next. Alright, so discard purples and the steel card. I could discard 1 lucky card knowing that I have more left over in the deck. Alright, discard the steel kings. I'm going to hold on to the stone card in case I get a death card. Discard 2 more purples. How many cards left in the tank? I could try to draw this last king here by playing 1 lucky card. Yeah. Playing the lucky card now is the same as playing the lucky card in the final hand. Alright, discard the 3 purples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We lose out on $3 here, but that's okay. Just don't play a straight. Idol says King of Hearts. Observatory is fine. Actually, it doesn't do anything, but if we take it, then we're not going to see it in the future, so fine. Doesn't hurt us to take it. Standard pack looking for a poly red card. Is a lot to ask, to be completely honest, but that's okay. Alright, random tarot cards. Mime. Too late for the mime. We didn't get the Baron. If you get the Baron, then you can take the mime, but we don't need the mime. Baron is the rare one, so that's the one that you want to pick up first. Rather than picking up the mime and hoping for the Baron, you want to pick up the Baron and then you can get the mime pretty easily because it's uncommon. We have a strength card. Perfect. Eris. Sell all these tarot cards. Pick up the strength and then go next. So discard the glass. Discard just 2 kings here. Or sorry, just 2 purple seals. I will discard the stone card, so it'll be easier for me to dig. We don't need the gold card. Actually, wait, let's discard the steel card. Emperor. Alright, this stuff we don't need. We can discard 2 purples. Maybe what we do is we play 2 cards first. Play 2 lucky cards first, play 1 lucky card. Maybe play 2. I could have used the blueprint to give me another copy of Sock My Buskin here, and then we would have got, you know, slightly more activations. On average, it's a $2 difference on average. Alright, either way, we discard the kings now. 6 cards left in the deck. Okay, 2 purple seals in hand, 1 more purple seal in the deck if I want to dig for it. It's going to cost me $3 if I play the king, so I'm just going to discard these now. Maybe I could discard... No. Use the hermit and then play the kings. E16, we already know that we can clear with E17. Okay, standard packs. Skip. I'm looking for stone cards. Alright, go next. A couple of rerolls here. We get Temperance. To the Moon gives us $10 per round because we have the seed money now voucher. Extra interest. Emperor. Death card, Hangman. Hangman we don't need, but Death is useful for making extra purple kings. Cool. Give me your strength. Maybe plutonium. Okay. What's the boss now? Face down cards, not a problem. Let's go next. Hangman, lovers we remove. Okay, I'm gonna make here, do I want an extra steel or do I want glass? Let's make it glass in case we need glass in the future. We can discard 3 kings here, discard the steel kings. Priestess for Eris. Mercury, lovers we don't need. Okay, purple seals here. I want to draw more, so I want to, let's play 3 lucky kings. Is that true? 2 lucky kings? Ah, I forgot. Blueprint copying Sock My Buskin again. That would have given me, you know, on average 3 activations is $3 on average. My bad. Alright, I get 3 tarot cards regardless. Fool for Eris. is not optimal, so I'm going to hold on to it. Early on, if you're just playing to ante 8, I think full copying planet cards is huge, very impactful, but you know, for these mega long endless runs, now there are much more impactful things that we could be doing. I only need to discard 2 kings here. Alright. Priestess for nothing, Emperor for death or glass? Glass we don't need. Death, do I want to use it and make another purple king here? Turn the stone card into a king? Yeah. Do I want to use the Fool to give me another death card? Probably. Do I want to use the death card right away? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe what we want to do is make an extra red seal. Actually, let's do that. Or do we keep making the purple cards? I think we're good on purple kings, so let's make some more red kings now. You know, in the future, we are going to need to score more points, and having the red seals are going to help us score more points. So we keep these kings, because they're red gold cards, we get more money. E17. Can we do E17? According to my stats here, we can do 2.8. So ship it. Okay, that's if we have the steel card in hand. If we don't have the steel card in hand, it's still 2.0. It's still E17. Idle on King of Hearts. Death card. Nice. Standard pack. Since I have the death card in hand, maybe I want to add a card to the deck. Maybe I'll add an 8 to the deck. Maybe I'll add a queen. Doesn't really matter. Reroll first. I guess there's a Jupiter card here. There's a Moon card here. Wheel. I'm going to open the Celestial Pack now for this Eris. Great. We could sell Jupiter now. We can pick up the Wheel. Venus. Chad. Magician. Let's go next. Okay, so we get the Queen. We can make another. I'm going to make a glass purple king in case I need glass in the future. I'm going to discard my glass cards, of course. So maybe discard these 3 with the stone card. Maybe I'll discard the steel king. Okay, discard more purples. 1, 2, 3. Hermit. Steel. I could make a red steel card rather than a red gold card. If we are getting to the point where maybe we're needing help scoring, that's a thing that we can do. Yeah, maybe I'll do 1. Okay, 7 cards left in the deck. A lot of purple left in the deck, so maybe what I want to do, you know, I want to play these kings here for the money. I keep forgetting. Sock my buskin. I get an extra, you know, now I've done it enough times, I probably could have had an extra 20 bucks. Let's discard the purple kings. Hermit we can use. Sun we can hold on to. Okay, so I want to play these kings. I can play the steel ones. I want to avoid the situation where I accidentally click on a glass card that ends up breaking. So I'll play this red seal card and then we'll be fine scoring wise. This is not the maximum number of points that we can score currently. We can score more if we get more copies of the idol, if we do this instead. Alright, overstock is huge. If overstock gives us 50% more cards per reroll, basically what that means is we have access to 50% more money, right? Each dollar goes further, is what that does. Maybe what we can do is we can buy Jupiter first, and then if we overstock, we get a free reroll here. I would like to find some more planet cards to block duplicates. I guess Hermit is fine. In this round, we do need E20. Is kind of tough. Maybe. I need to play all my red seals. Alright, so we've got Jupiter, we've got Mars here. Maybe now we open these Celestial packs. There's Eris. Nice. Jumbo. Actually, it's Mega. So we don't get Eris, but we could take some Plutonium. And I'll skip the rest. Alright, this boss says forces one card to be selected. Probably that's okay. You know, all our kings, or all our cards are the same anyway. Though it is going to make it a little bit awkward if we're trying to, you know, play tarot cards. Okay. Still looking for more tarot cards. Maybe now I'm getting to the point where E20 is going to be hard for me to do. It's probably going to take all my red seals. And so maybe I'm willing to spend a little bit extra money per shop on rerolls. Now that I have overstock, I'm willing to spend the extra money. I don't need Hangman. Pick up Temperance here, of course. I do want glass cards. We should start stockpiling glass cards because we're going to need them in the future. And we take the strength here. This is a perfect set of tarot cards. Let's go next. Okay. So I want to start copying my red cards. I want to start turning my purple cards into glass in case I need them in the future. I want to use strength on the 10. We're so close. We're so close to getting the 10. Though the red seals are admittedly better. Let's go ahead and use the death card on the red seals now. We have enough purple, we just make the red ones now. Let's discard. I'm going to hold on to the strength card. Maybe what we do is we play the 3 kings first for the money. Here's a pop quiz, by the way. Before we were scoring E18, and then if we need to score E20, this is actually like 8 E20, so we need to score 800 times bigger than before. And so what combination of cards is going to allow us to score, you know, 800 times bigger? Well, if I have, you know, one idol, gives me like times 32 if I go 5 cards, right? Not counting my re-triggers. And then so if I'm copying the idol with the blueprint, that's going to be times 32 times 32, that's 1,000, you know, with just this blueprint and idol. And so the red seals will give me that extra idol activation. That's an extra 1,000 from just the red seals compared to what we did before. So, you know, with Sock and Buskin and the Brainstorm, with everything the same as before, without the red seals, then if I add the red seals, if I get 5 of them, will add times 1,000. And that'll give me the 800 times that I need. If I don't have the red seals, what I can do is I can play glass cards. Let's discard. So discard glass, purple glass. Maybe discard here the lucky card. Hangman I said we don't need. Alright, so we got 2 red seals. I'm going to try to play 2 red seals and maybe 1 glass card. Let's try that. maybe 2 glass cards. Where's the card, right? Maybe we keep the steel cards in hand. Discard 2 at a time. Okay, Chariot. I can make a red steel card if I want. I'm gonna pass on the Chariot. I don't think we need it. You know, the extra times 1.5. Where's my Polychrome card? That's weird. So this is going to be my scoring hand. I'm gonna play the red seals with the glass cards. That means these other ones here we can discard. We can discard the lucky card. I have 3 hands, so there, we can hit the 10. Alright, if you're worried about it, we can go purple into steel. Okay, so here's how we optimize scoring. So currently what we've got is the card itself is 1 activation, red seal makes it 2, so 1, 2. Sock My Buskin is 3, Brainstorm is 4, 5. So it's currently 5 activations of what? If I have 2 idle here, so it's currently 5 times 2 effects. The times 2 from the idle, we have 5 activations times these 2 here. If I do this instead, let's say idle, and then, you know, now I have 1, 2 with the red. Sock My Buskin is 3, 4 with blueprint, so 4 activations times idle is 1, 2, 3. And so the 3 times 4, 12 abilities is more than the 10 that we had before. I can go, yeah, that's it. Do I want another idle activation here? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 1, 2, 3. Comes out the same either way. So if I have red seals, then blueprint copying idle is the same as blueprint copying Sock My Buskin here. Either way, it's 4 times 3 or 3 times 4. So I'm gonna copy Sock My Buskin here because I have the glass cards. So I want the extra activations for my glass cards. This will be plenty of points. We lost one. So E24, the next ante I believe is E25. So the way that it progresses is, you know, E13 to E16, that's +3. 16 to 20, that's +4. So the next one's E25. Actually, this is also going up here, so like 2.9, 7, 8.6. I think the next one's E26, actually. It's like 1 point something E26. So we need to score 1,000,000 times bigger next time. No, we need to score 100 times bigger to get to E26. But, you know, there, let's say you didn't have the red seals. Let's say red seals are hard to find. With just glass cards, we're able to score enough points to beat ante 16. And we don't even have any negative jokers yet. As long as you're properly optimizing the arrangement of your triggers and re-triggers. Alright, so now what I want to do, you know, a benefit of adding more cards to the deck, then with the glass cards when they break, you can, you know, have extras left over. Let's re-roll looking for tarot cards. Hold on to tarot cards to block duplicate tarot cards. Devil we don't need. Bull we don't need, plus 1300. You know, this is a question that I get often, you know, why don't we want the bull? You know, if I have, instead of this, like, let's say the bull gave us 10,000 chips, right? Let's say we had 5,000 bucks and we got 10,000 chips from the bull. Isn't 10,000 times however much better than 2,000 times however much? And at the end of the day, the way that it works out is if I go 10,000 on top of this, if I go to 12,000 chips here, that's only 6 times difference compared to what I previously have. And so I get more than 6 times from just adding a glass card with my retriggers. And so only repeated multiplication matters. No additive bonuses matter at all. Alright, Magician we don't need. Looking for just tarot cards. And they gotta be bangers. Willing to spend up to $20 rerolls. Level 37 now. Alright, Hangman we don't need. Fool, I can copy Eris. I could probably copy something better. Let's just keep rolling here. $21 rerolls we should probably not. So let's go Arcana pack. Could get an Eris card. Death is going to be better. So I score enough points for the purposes of this ante. I score enough points if I have all red cards, and then I don't have to play any glass cards. So let's go ahead and make an extra red card here. We don't need the lucky cards anymore. I'd like to have the lucky cards, but maybe it's too late for lucky cards. So we'll go Death here. And then use Fool for another Death card. And then go next. Alright, so I want to make another red seal, and that's it. Now I got my red seals. If I want, I could go for some extra money here. Since I have the lucky cards, might as well play them. I want to get as many copies of Sock My Buskin as possible. Alright, now let's discard. Let's start with the kings. Alright, Chariot, Hangman, that technology we don't need. Let's discard these. Let's discard the glass card because we don't need it. One, two, three purples that we can discard. Hermit, World, Fortune, okay. I guess I didn't need to sell everything. I do want to play the lucky cards for the money. There's always a chance. Okay, and then this was, for now, the optimal scoring configuration. We said with the red seals, blueprint on Idol versus blueprint on Sock and Buskin, it's the same either way, 3 times 4 either way. So let's ship it. Idol on King of Hearts. Honestly, we've been pretty lucky it hasn't hit our polychrome card. I know it seems like we have a lot of kings, but like 1 in 20 chance to hit the polychrome card is not insane odds. So, hashtag blessed. I would accept some stone cards from a standard pack. Maybe what I'll do is I'll re-roll for a death. If I see a death card, then I can open the standard pack and take a non-stone card if I know that I have a death card to use. We should hold on to these tarot cards. I've been at this a while, starting to get a little bit of headache. Alright, let's keep re-rolling here. There's a Fool. Hangman we don't need. Death card. I guess something that's like kind of awkward is like this boss is going to make it hard for me to use my death card with the Fool here, but oh well. Now what am I looking? If I'm already holding on to Death and Fool here, maybe I'm looking for Justice, maybe I'm looking for an Emperor with my money. A thing that you can do to beat this boss, it forces a card to be selected. If you use a death card, then both cards will be selected, and that's kind of stinky. But if you use a Hangman, then you can remove the card from your hand and it'll deselect the card, so it'll free up your hand. That can be a powerful move. Alright, let's open up this standard pack. Anything, I'll take a queen, I guess. And go next. Okay, so having the red seal card is pretty bad actually, because we need the red seal cards in order to score enough points. But maybe we can still survive. We can hold on to these, you know, the death card. Maybe we get a glass card. So I think what I want to do, I'm not going to max out on the purple seals here against this boss, because this boss is kind of stinky. What I'm going to do is just discard and find my scoring cards. So discard like this. I just want to find my red seals before they get, you know, discarded by the boss. Like that would be pretty bad. I can hold on to glass cards because I can play the glass cards. You know, if I need to score, I can play the glass cards. 4 cards left in the deck, so we're guaranteed to get the red seal in hand. Guaranteed to get the queen that I can use the death on. So maybe what we do, maybe now I can use the death card on a king, turn it into glass. Or maybe we'll go stone into king here. Pick up a death card. Discard. I need to discard 4 cards, so discard all these. Okay, so this king, we play it to get it out of our hand. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we play both of these kings. Ah, we get the money. Alright, this stone card also we get rid of. Alright, now the red seal we're going to copy onto this queen. And then we use the idol. Ship it. I need to turn these red cards into glass. That's the next move. In order to survive the next ante, they need to be glass. Right there, without as much steel, we only have E23. So we could get the Tarot Tycoon for the extra tarot cards in the shop. That's actually huge. Hugely beneficial. Does the standard pack help me? I don't know yet. Let's do the planets. Duplicate planets, maybe. Yeah, what I say here, oh, I guess it's 4 E25. So maybe we're okay for a little while. I'm going to use the planets now. No series. Now our telescope will give us plutonium. That's okay. I guess I could hold on to an Eris card for an extra times 1.5, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter. Overall. I'm not going to take the plutonium here. We do take death. So I'm looking for justice. And then I can use death to copy it and make 2 glass cards. Temperance for 50 bucks. That's more reroll money. Mime. We've seen a lot of mimes, but we haven't seen any barons, and that's kind of the way that it goes, you know, since the baron is rare. I need a glass card. I need justice, or we get death. This doesn't automatically save us, but this is the best that we can do. Do I want to, now that I know that I have the death card, do I want to add cards to the deck? Maybe? Do I want to add 2 cards to the deck? I'm going to vote no. Alright, no more re-rolling. This is it. Oh, by the way, handy tag, 118 bucks. We get more than 118 bucks per round. Okay, we need to make red, glass, copy with death, fool for another death card, copy again. Okay, now discard 3 purples, discard 1 glass. Priestess. I shouldn't have used the priestess. Straight up, we shouldn't have used the priestess. I want to... How many more red seals? I have 2 more red seals on the deck, so I'm going to play these 3. I want to dig for my purple seals. So purple, 1, 2, 3. All of this stuff we don't need. 3 cards left in the deck. We could play the lucky card. I want to draw another purple seal. So 1, 2, 3 purple ones now. Temperance is not what I was looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the best that we can do. And so when we didn't have the glass cards, we said it didn't matter whether I copy, blueprint onto Sock My Buskin here or blueprint onto Idle. We said it was the same. Now things are a little bit different. So if we count our... I think what I want is extra Sock My Buskin. Let's count. So glass plus idle, that's 1, 2. Brainstorms, that's 3, 4. Times with Sock My Buskin, I've got 1, 2 with the red. Buskin is 3, blueprint is 4. So with the red glass card, it's 4 times 4. Without the glass, it's 3 times 4. So currently, this is the optimal configuration. I don't know if it's going to clear, but this is the best that we can do regardless. We lost 1 glass card. So we score E27 instead of E25, so the difference there is 100 times. We scored 100 times bigger than we needed to. Actually, we scored 50 times bigger than we needed to. And so let's say we have 1 less glass card and we just do, 3 reds and then 2 glass ones. Then the extra glass card, we said it was 4 activations of times 2, and 4 activations of times 2 is only times 16. So we're actually good with only 2 glass cards currently. Of course, you can bust out the calculator if you want. Like if you are investing into like a long endless run, then maybe you don't want to take the chance, but I think we're going to be good. We can go Buffoon Pack here. Skip. I guess Buffoon Pack, there isn't really anything I'm going for. I'm looking for more death cards. I'm looking for more justice cards. I need to make more glass cards. I don't need to play them all right away, but I do need to have them for the future. I didn't even think about what the boss is. Boss says cards previously played are debuffed, so like that's a little bit challenging for us. Though something to keep in mind, for this particular boss, if I use Justice, if I use an enhancement on a card versus the boss, this particular boss, it counts as being a different card and it removes the debuff. So we can use our Justice cards for that purpose. We can hold on to them for the boss. Alright, Fool card. Great. Now I need Death. There we go. Idol still on Kings. It'd be nice to get the Strength card, but... oh well. Okay. So I think it's too late for this Jack, this Polychrome Jack. Maybe we should just turn it into a King to be safe. I think we go... how many more red seals? We got plenty more red seals, so I'll go ahead and turn this one into glass. I'll go ahead and turn the Jack into a King. If I knew that I was able to survive 2 more antes, then I would hold off on the Polychrome card. The only way the Polychrome card becomes useful is if we get a red seal in a Spectral Pack. Spectral Packs, each booster pack is a 10% chance to be a Spectral Pack, so it's not a good chance. And then if it's a Spectral Pack, there's only 2 cards in it, so it's not a good chance to give us a red seal. Either way, not a good chance that the Polychrome card becomes useful to us once we have the red seals instead. So now, use Fool for Death here. Now it's okay if these are stone. We have only Kings in the deck, so the Idol's not going to betray us. We don't have to worry about that. This Glass King, I'm going to turn into a red Glass King. And we only need 2 glass cards to win. So it's okay if we discard some. You know? One, two, I want to discard purples. Discard purples again. Maybe before we discard, we play the lucky cards. Sock my buskin here. Alright, 1, 2, 3 purples, again discard. There's the strength. Nah, rats. Oh well, it wasn't going to be useful anyway, like I said. I could make an extra steel card if I want. Maybe, you know, these red gold cards become red steel cards instead. I guess. So, we said 2 glass cards is enough. If we do this, this is the optimal scoring configuration. And we have a few steel cards in hand. So here's a thing that you can do. You can play the hand. You can see how much the hand is going to be. And then hit escape. So, you know, for folks who, you know, watch all the way to the end or skip to the end, I'm going to show you some secret tech here. So after playing the hand, it tells you how much it's going to score. So I know it's going to be E26. I know we're going to score enough points. If I go to the menu now, I can continue from where I left off. And if I continue, it'll take it back in time. It'll take me to right before I played the hand. Any tarot cards that I used or, you know, sold or whatever, they will get reset here. So it goes back to the game updates, the game saves when you complete the scoring animation. The game updates when you discard cards. The game updates every time you re-roll in the shop. And so you can, you know, if you don't want to use like a mod for the score preview feature, you can use this as like a way to get the score preview. If, you know, you're not going to use it most of the time, But if you're in like a very tight situation, I've invested 5 hours into this run, I want to know for sure, that's a way that you can do it. For me personally, if I am doing like an unseeded run, if I'm doing a run on a random seed, I don't like to do the menuing because, I feel like it's a little bit dishonest. It's a little bit cheating in a way. Also, if I'm just like playing most of the time, I just play by vibes anyway. So here we know with the 2 glass cards we're fine. We could think about, am I able to do this with 1 glass card? And the answer is no. All right, let's make sure that we have our jokers in the correct configuration as well. The boss is 8.4 E25, so 1 E26 is not that much bigger. It's barely 2 times bigger. Okay. Celestial packs, skip. Standard packs, also maybe skip. We didn't break any glass cards, I believe, so maybe skip. I'm gonna re-roll for a death card anyway, so maybe we just take an ace here. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for death. I'm looking for not strength. I'm looking for justice. Oh, we should hold on to block duplicates. All right, can I get justice? I could get a fool card for temperance. So what's more important, having a fool to copy death or having $50 to get justice? I think for this boss, remember you can remove the debuff by using a justice card, so maybe I'd rather have the money. Well, I need to find a fool card eventually anyway. So let's just keep going for justice. There's justice. This is the best that we can do. Go next. So, what's the status on all of them? Also, all the cards that I use death on are going to be disabled. So I've got these 2 kings. That's it. Those are my red seals. But I can use death cards on those. We'll be fine. What we can do, these kings that are glass, I'm just gonna play them to get rid of them. Is that true? Yeah, they're glass, so they're not gonna break. We just play them. Okay, this king here, I can turn into glass to remove the debuff. This ace I can turn with a death card. I use fool to get another death card. And this stone card I can turn. Okay. Then I can discard. One, two, three. I'm actually gonna keep this red card in hand, because if I get the magician, I can turn these 2 red cards into lucky cards, and then that way I don't have to play as many glass cards, right? I'm gonna play 2 kings here so I can dig for more purples. Discard 3 purples. Death again. If I want to make an extra glass card, and I think I do. Or I guess I could make an extra lucky card, but in the future I'm gonna need more glass. So what we can do here, we can experiment, we can see, how much does this score. Because the next ante I'm gonna need E30, I don't have E30. Like, just straight up, we don't have it. So this is, again, let's repeat, you know, how do we do the scoring calculation? Or, you know, how do we optimize, right? We have glass is 1, idle is 2, brainstorm is 3 and 4, right? And then for the activations, we have 1, red seal is 2, sock my buskin's 3, blueprint is 4. So 4 times 4, that is optimal. 4 times 4 is slightly bigger than 3 times 5, right? Oh, we don't have the steel cards also? So having the extra glass card is probably important. 2 glass cards. Okay, so our high score, E29, we don't have E30. Can we get there? Can we get times 10 somehow? We can get times 10 with 2 steel cards, is that true? No. We need 3 red steel cards. We could get there in theory. I think we'll try it. I mean, why not? We can get there, in theory. Add a random 3 to the deck. Reroll for a death card. I need 3 steel cards. We got kind of unlucky with all the shop rerolling that we did. We only got the 1 negative, to be honest. That's kind of unlucky. What's the boss say? Boss says no discards. Ah, bummer. Fool for a death card. Okay. So all I need now is a chariot. Give me a chariot. There's a chariot. So this will be the best that we can do. What we need is a red steel. Copy it onto this 3. Use the fool. And yeah, maybe this steel becomes red steel. That's it. Now discard for our red seal cards. Not this one. Though maybe we'll hold on to it in case we get a justice card. Maybe we're supposed to... Wait, here's 1, 2, 3 purples. Okay, I could make more red steel, but I only need the 3, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh, wait. Sorry, do we need an additional one? I have hand size 9, so I guess I'm gonna hold off on this purple card. Let's play the lucky card. I'm not gonna move my jokers around. It's annoying and it's not gonna matter anyway. All right, play the lucky card. All right, so we have the cards in hand. This is the best that we can do, kind of. If we had another red steel card, it would be another ×2 on top of this. We did get E30. If we had the extra steel card, we had it. We had the chariot, but we threw it away. Then we could have gotten there. But, you know, we wouldn't have been able to sustain it. We wouldn't have been able to beat all the way through here. Like, if we had ×2 on top of this, that would take us to, like, 1.1 E31 compared to the boss here's 1.8 E31, right? So, unfortunately, that's going to be it for us. We can go ahead and smash the rest. take a quick peek at the deck. This is what it looks like, you know, with all of our red glass cards. Like, so if you want to think about, like, you know, what kind of deck am I building towards from the beginning? I'm building towards a mix, like 50%, half red seals, half purple, all the same card because of the idol. Maybe starting with gold cards first, red gold cards first, then you could turn them into steel later when you need to. All right, once again, there's the seed. We re-rolled in the shop 400 times. It's actually not that many re-rolls here. We didn't actually have that much money, to be honest. We did beat, or we did reach, you know, almost round 60 here. You know, we reached ante 18 here. Not bad for just the red deck, you know, not using any special, you know, we didn't have any negative jokers. We didn't, you know, have the ghost deck giving us, you know, spectral cards in the shop. We didn't have the plasma deck, so not bad, you know, kind of demonstrating here with any deck, even the red deck, you can get to ante 18. And, you know, with certain, you know, with legendary jokers, you might be able to get even further. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I will do more of these. I will do, you know, kind of like these long endless runs explained, and then that way, you know, if you want to try this out yourself and get your own personal high scores, or like whatever your goals are, you know, if you do get the setup for, you know, very high scoring, you can have like a secondary goal, like I want to make a bunch of red seal lucky cards and get a really big lucky cat. I want to, you know, get a really big Wii joker. By setting up kind of the same thing and using one of your joker slots for that. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Take care.